So here we are going to talk about lubić, the czasownik niedoskonały aspect, which means the imperfective aspect. And of course we're going to be talking about the perfective, but I've just written this here now because we already know the conjugation of the word lubić, and we already know the doskonały aspect, which is the perfective aspect of this verb, and it's all in the lecture 4, I guess, if I'm not wrong. So if you don't know how to conjugate this verb and the two different aspects of it, you can go visit and take a look. Here I have the simple conjugation of the present of the niedoskonały aspect, which is the imperfective aspect, and then the point is to see some examples about this verb. So let's start. Who likes beans? Kto lubi fasolę? Okay, so this is the imperfective aspect. Why? Because the perfective aspect is polubi fasola. So polubi means who will like, but we cannot say this in this situation. Kiedyś lubiłam fasolę, teraz lubię soczewicę. I used to like beans, now I like lentils. Okay, so lubiłam, I used to like. If I want to say I liked beans once, we would have said kiedyś polubiłam. So polubiłam, it means I liked. So I used to like. Once I liked beans, now I like lentils. However, if you want to say, we want to leave it as it is, I used to like bean. It means still in the past, in the past, yeah, but it confers a continuous past. So it's a continuous past, kind of, because I used to like. It was a continuous action in the past. I used to like beans, now I like lentils. This is now I like, so continuous, kind of. As well, if you want to say, however, you cannot say polubię soczewicę, okay? Because if you say now teraz polubię soczewicę, it means that now I will like lentils. So as we said before, as we said in this lecture, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you have to go check the 4th lecture before coming here, because these are the examples of the verb. Okay. Now I like lentils, teraz lubię soczewicę. Jeśli nie lubisz psów, polubisz je, gdy zobaczysz moje. If you don't like dogs, so obvious, you will like them when you see mine. You will like them. Why you will like them? It means because polubisz je. Polubisz je, it means you will like. Polubisz. Lubisz, it means you like. Polubisz, you will like. And if you want to say, for example, you'll be liking them, let's say in a situation we want to say you will be liking them, so we would type here będziesz lubił, because it's still imperfective, it is still continuous, and it will become you will be liking them. However, we are saying you will like them, so it would be polubić, which is the perfective aspect. Gdy zobaczysz moje psy, when you see mine, moje. Okay, polubiłabym cię, gdybyś był milszy. I would be liking you if you were nicer. So this is the conditional form. We have also talked about it, and then we've said that you put the verb at the 3rd person in the past, and then you add bym after it, and then it becomes I would be liking you. For example, in this example, or you can say I would like you if you were nicer, but in English you cannot say this. You cannot say I would like you if you were nicer, because you have this form in English, I would like to have something, so it would become literally chciałbym. It means that I would like an ice cream, I would like whatever, so it would become a different verb. This is why I've written here, I would be liking you if you were nicer. You can say lubiłabym cię, gdybyś był milszy, so we can use the imperfective aspect. Bardziej byśmy polubili polski, gdyby był łatwiejszy. This is a conditional form and conditional sentence, as you can see. We would have liked Polish more if it was easier. So this is a conditional form, conditional sentence even. So, bardziej byśmy polubili polski. If you don't know anything about the conditional, you can visit these 3 videos. I always say the same thing, but you can always check the conditional, at least the first 2 videos, just to have an understanding about what's happening here. Okay, bardziej byśmy polubili polski, gdyby był łatwiejszy. So if it was easier, we would have liked it. So let's write this in a different way, the way that we actually learned it. Bardziej polubilibyśmy polski, gdyby był łatwiejszy. You can say this, you can write it the same as here, which the same way we learned, yeah? But it is kind of more fancy to write it like this. Bardziej byśmy polubili polski, gdyby był łatwiej, because it is just the way you write it. You can write byśmy before polubili, or you can just write it after it, like glue it to it. Here it's not glued to it, it's separate, but when you write it after it, it has to be glued to it. But it's not a problem. So once you know how to write it all glued together, for example, like in here, polubiłabym, you can just separate this. You just remove the bim and put it in the first, in the, like before polubiła, okay, for example. But here it would sound weird if you would say in this example, bym polubiła cię. It would sound really weird, so you cannot actually say it here, you cannot invert it here. But here, since you are saying, you are giving, you're expressing kind of superlative, or not latif, a comparative form. You can use this inverting words here, okay? I hope you understood. So, bardziej byśmy polubili polski, gdyby był łatwiejszy. Again, if you don't understand what's happening here, you have to check the conditional verbs, the conditional videos. Lubili moje posty na Instagramie. They used to like my post on Instagram. So as we said, when you say lubili, it means either they were liking, if you want to say, but it's not nice to say they were liking. It's kind of I don't think it exists in English. So you say they used to like my post. If you want to say they liked my post, for example, they liked, and it just happened in the past and now it's just gone, like it stopped happening, you would say polubili moje posty na Instagramie. However, like you can write, like the imperfective aspect is not really important sometimes, like in this. The person is gonna understand you whether you say lubili or polubili. Nothing's gonna change. It's gonna be totally understandable. The point is for you to know the difference. Okay? Polubili mnie na tym spotkaniu. They liked me in that meeting. So they liked me, and then that was all. If you say, for example, lubili mnie na tym spotkaniu, it means that I don't know if you can say this. If you say lubili mnie, let's say, I'm gonna say it, okay? Lubili mnie na tym spotkaniu, it means that they were liking me in that meeting, for example, but you have to add, for example, when I was talking about my past job. They liked me when I was talking about, or they liked it when I was talking about my past job or my successful hobbies or events that I've done. But if you want to say they liked me, it's better to say like this. So polubili mnie na tym spotkaniu. They liked me in that meeting. So the problem here is not with Polish, with English. You cannot just say anything in English. You have to say they liked me in that meeting. However, you can say in Polish if you want. Lubili mnie na tym spotkaniu. Okay, you can say it in Polish. You can say whatever you want. So the difference is what I'm telling you, and the meaning of it, and the context of it. So what do you want the person to understand exactly what you're saying? And sometimes if you use them interchangeably, they really don't mean that different, okay? Especially in this word, you're using this word lubić. Okay, so that was all for this video. See you in the next video.